Hey, I'm Stephen Screen from the Better Fundraising Company, and I help nonprofits raise more money. And I want to teach you a little bit of fundraising vocab today, and I'll tell you why very quickly. But here's the vocab: offer amount versus ask amount. Now, I'm telling you this because it's sort of common knowledge in the nonprofit fundraising world, where if you have an offer amount, I'll talk about this more, of say $50 does a thing, that really increases the number of people who respond and send in money. And so you end up raising more money. But as soon as you suggest this tactic, someone says, oh no, we can't do that. All of my $500 donors are only going to give $50 and we're going to raise less money. And I need to say right off the bat, that does not happen. Doesn't happen, you don't need to worry about it. There's a reason this thing works so great and has been used for 70 or 80 years. So let's talk about that for a little bit. And I want to sort of explain the situation, and you're going to walk away from this going, oh, okay, I understand how all this works and I know what to do. Great. So we have offer amount and ask amount. An offer amount is a specific price to do a specific thing. You've seen this before. It's $47 to provide an hour of therapy for a person suffering from PTSD, right? You get the idea. And then the e-appeal, the email or a letter or even an event would be about that offer. The ask amount is how much you actually ask the donor to donate. So that is a different amount than the offer amount. So we have the offer amount and the ask amount. And I'm going to give you an example of this to make this really clear. But you might wonder right away, okay, but why would we do this? Why would we talk about one amount but then ask for other amounts? Here's why. Oh, and actually, let me make one other thing super clear. The offer amount in a nonprofit letter, say $47 to provide an hour of therapy for a person suffering from PTSD, that is the exact same thing as what happens in a supermarket when it's $3.99 for a box of Ritz crackers or $1.39 for a pound of oranges. It's the same thing, a specific cost for a specific thing. Why do we do that in stores? Why do successful nonprofits do that in the mail and email? There are three main reasons. I'll do this very fast. Number one, you make the dollar amount low to make your organization more accessible to more people. Because if it's just, say, $37 to do a meaningful thing, or maybe it's just $5, or maybe it's $72, if it's that small amount of money to do a meaningful thing, then anybody, or at least almost anybody, can give to your organization and do a meaningful thing, do meaningfully good, make the world a better place. So you've just made your organization more accessible to more people. Okay, great. That's thing number one. Thing number two is you get a specific instead of generality. And specifics work better than generalities. So we don't want to be in the land of your gift delivers hope, or you'll provide resources, or you can support our work. That does not work as well as a meaningful specific. And then finally, number three, having an offer on a specific thing lowers the barrier of entry to your whole organization. You don't require someone to understand the entire depth and breadth and power of everything you do and your programs and all those things. You're just like, here's this one thing that needs to be done. It's really a great deal. Can you help? That is easier to say yes to than, will you support our entire organization? They can come to support your organization over time. But usually in the context of the mail or email, things are happening pretty fast. Keep the focus on one specific thing that's really easy to understand quickly. Okay, those are the three reasons to use an offer. Let me give you an example, and I'll put this on screen that you can see it. The offer example I want to use is the 44-cent cure. 44 cents provides a pill that kills intestinal worms in a child who's suffering from intestinal worms. Right? There's the specific 44 cents does the specific thing of this one pill that kills the worms. Okay? That is the offer amount. The ask amounts, and the ask amounts are what you would see on the reply card, what you would see on the landing page, what you would see on the form that you might fill out at the event if you have this type of event, are as follows. $44 cures 100 kids. $88 cures 200 kids. An exceptionally generous gift of $444 cures 1,000 kids. right? So the offer amount, what we're talking about, the cost to do one meaningful specific thing, is different than the ask amount. So now that you know the difference between an offer amount and an ask amount, and you can use these tools to help you raise more money, you know why you want custom gift ask amounts on your reply cards. You know why you want a custom landing page for a piece of mail or email that has a specific offer, so that you're always sort of in the same universe, talking in the same increments, reinforcing the message. And that message being one of accessibility and ease of saying yes and making a meaningful difference for a low cost. I think that you can see why this tactic works so well at bringing new people in to your organization, keeping them in, and helping you raise more money and do more good. So that's why you need an offer amount and an ask amount. And the next time you want to use this tactic and someone's like, oh no, my $500 donors are only going to give $50. Now you know what to say to them. And you know not to worry about it, because this is a great tactic that works for donors at all levels. All right, you know what to do. Good luck out there. You've got this.